What's happening, what's happening, what's happening, what's happening, what's happening? It's your boy, Regular Man, Irregular Dreams, and it's Saturday, man. It's Saturday, and it's the 25th episode, man. Definitely a milestone. 25 weeks back to back to back. We probably skipped, like, maybe at the most 3 weeks without a shoe Saturday, man. And, started in February, and we all the way down in September, man. And, it's dope, man. Big shout out to everybody from the first person to the 24th person, man. I definitely appreciate everybody that been rocking with me for Shoe Saturday. And we're going to keep it going, man. But the 25 mark definitely is something to celebrate. And I'm going to bring y'all a dope ass episode. I can't even emphasize how crazy this going to be. It's so crazy that it needs 2 parts, man. The first part, we're going to have the honorable mentions. And the second part, man, we're going to have the top 5, man. And it's going to be crazy. That's all I can say. But I ain't going to talk y'all head off, man. I'm going to go ahead and let my guest introduce himself.
What's going on? This is your boy Bradley here to do another segment of Shoe Saturday. Tony, he reached out to me on Google+. He had been asking me for months to do a segment for him. In the beginning, I told him, okay, I'll do it. But, you know, after looking at some of the other videos that was posted, some of the other people's top 5, I felt as though I wasn't ready to do one. So, you know, it took me a few months to get my stuff in order, to pick up some more things. And, you know, I feel confident in what I'm going to show y'all today in my top 5. The only difference in my top 5 versus everybody else's top 5 is, if you follow me on Google+, you know that I basically cop just about everything that comes out. I get a silhouette, and, you know, I just get every single colorway that comes out. So it's kind of hard for me to actually pick out 5 individual shoes. So what I did with my segment is I'm doing my top 5 collection. It's going to be different collections, different colorways, different schemes. So, you know, I hope you like it. I do got some honorable mentions that I gotta throw out there. You know, these are some of the ones that not quite ready to be in my top 5, but they're high up there. You know, if he did a top 10, these would definitely be in the top 10, but, you know, he's only doing top 5, so, you know, I definitely got to do that.
Y'all literally have no idea how crazy this fitting to be. Y'all don't even know, like, y'all don't understand how crazy this gonna be. Big shout out to everybody in the Google Plus group, especially the one Sneaker Game. That's where I post like most of the videos and stuff. They show like mad love, man. You know what I'm saying? Actually ran the 1 through 24 back through there before the shoe Saturday, so everybody can catch up, because they get like maybe 50 to 100 new people every single week, man. Big shout out to Sneaker Game. If you're not on Google+, get on Google+. Go follow them. You can post a picture of your shoes, your collection. People show mad love. They comment. You know what I'm saying? Big shout out to the EHT team. You know what I'm saying? Bradley definitely going to be talking about that. But, man, it's crazy, man. Sneaker Game, I believe, almost has like 100,000 followers, man. So, 100,000 people in the group, so it's definitely moving, man. I definitely can actually see that group getting to like maybe 500,000 to 1 million people in that group by next year, man. Because it's just going to keep expanding. And people have been bringing some dope kicks, man. So big shout out to everybody in there from Sneaker Queen, what's happening with you. Big shout out to Sharif, man. Big shout out to everybody that's in there, man. Jay, it's a whole bunch of people in there. The homie with the toxic shirts, Nelson, you know what I'm saying? Check him out. There's a lot of people in the Google Plus group that are definitely dope. But I ain't gonna talk y'all head off, man. Let's go ahead and get into it. It's gonna be crazy. I'm not even really gonna be doing too much talking. The shoes speak for themselves, man. Go ahead, take it away, bro.
First honorable mention I gotta do has to be my Jordan 1 collection. I've never really been a fan of Jordan 1s, but, you know, I decided to change my game up with, this was the first Jordan 1 that I copped, the hairs. I love the colorway to it, you know, just the leather with the suede. It was just a perfect shoe to get. I bought these. and I actually went back and I bought a second pair, but I wear these from time to time. The next Jordan 1 that I got had to be the Chicago ones. I mean, it's nothing much you can really say about this shoe that is just not perfect. I mean, first shoe, first Jordan, first colorway, and I love the fact that, with the pack, it actually came with the black strings, the white strings, and the red strings. I mean, this was a perfect shoe. I was trying to go back and cop a second pair of them, but when I saw the resale on them after they sold out, it was crazy. So I wasn't able to cop a second pair of these, but that's why I really don't even wear these. I only wore these one time, and these going back in the box probably won't be worn again. The next one that I have has to be the Shattered Backboard ones. This shoe, it speaks for itself. I mean, the leather, the quality of the leather is just, it's immaculate. I mean, when I got this shoe in, the first thing that I did was I had to smell it. I mean, the smell and the quality of this leather is just, it's crazy. I don't know what else to say about it. I love the colorway to it. A lot of people go crazy over this shoe. Again, the resale value for this shoe is the same as the Chicago ones. This is just a crazy shoe. The next one I would have to do as an honorable mention has to be the Kyrie 1. This shoe right here, I don't know, when they first came out, I looked at it and it was just one of those shoes that I could not wrap my head around. I just didn't understand the colorways, I didn't understand the design, but once the Easters dropped, I saw them and I just fell in love with the colorway. This is one of the colorways. I love being different. I love bright colors, different colors. And so this shoe right here is what opened the gates to me getting the Kyrie 1s. And once I got this pair, I ended up grabbing a lot more. I grabbed the Dove Gray pair, and anybody knows I love red. Red is my favorite color. I mean, whether it's an infrared or true red, dull red, red is red to me. So I ended up grabbing this one. The next one I grabbed, I had to get the 4th of July ones. I mean, I don't know. It was just crazy when I looked at it and I saw it. It was just one of those shoes that it talked to me. It spoke volumes. I grabbed this one. I grabbed a couple pairs in between that. Then I ended up grabbing this colorway right here. It's a simple colorway. It has an infrared inside of it. I mean, the lime green to it. Like I said, I love bright colors. I just love to stand out. So I ended up grabbing this one. A few weeks ago, well, actually last week, this limited pair came out. And when I saw it, it was just one of those shoes that I just had to have. I was actually out of town when the shoe came out, so my shoe plug hit me. They told me that the shoe was coming out. I was trying to get her the money. I didn't have a chance to get it to her because I was busy, so they ended up selling out. Well, I ended up going to the mall a couple of days later, and just so happened they had a restock of these. So this was definitely a no-brainer for me to grab. I snatched it up quick. I probably should have grabbed a second pair, but I'm happy that I was able to get one. And like I said, this is just a dope shoe. And then after that, 2 days later after snatching that shoe, the Australias came out. Some people don't like this shoe. Some people don't understand the copper backing on it. Me, it's just an overall dope shoe. I love the green colorway to it. I mean, I don't know what else to say about this shoe. This is just a dope shoe to me. I really, really like it a lot. Another honorable mention that I have to bring out would definitely have to be my Jordan 5 collection. I don't know. To me, this might sound corny, but the Jordan 5s is like a mullet. Business up front, party in the back. This is one of those shoes that I can throw on with a pair of khakis and a dress shirt, go to a business meeting, maybe even go to church in them, but then I can definitely throw these on and step out to a club or a bar. You know, I definitely like the grapes. This is one of the favorite colorways. If anybody knows anything about me, I rep North Carolina hard. So for it to have the Charlotte Hornet colorway to it, you know, I definitely had to get this one. Another one of my 5s that I have to talk about would just be the plain white ones. Like I said, this is basically a simple shoe. You can wear it anywhere and it still looks good. I definitely like this shoe. I haven't really worn it much because, you know, with it being white, you definitely don't want to get it dirty. But, you know, this is one of my favorites. Another one of the 5s that I grabbed that I think a lot of people will definitely like is the Bel Air 5. This shoe right here, I mean, this is one of the hardest shoes to find. It's one of the priciest shoes to find. This shoe came out and I didn't get the notice that it came out until a Friday. The shoe was dropping on Saturday. So I started calling around, seeing if I could get this shoe. Every place that I called, they didn't have it. I didn't know what to do, so I ended up having to jump online. I actually found a pair. Yeah, it was a little bit pricey, but I wanted this shoe bad, so I paid what the guy was asking for him, got him in a couple of days later, and, you know, I definitely like this shoe. Yeah, it's kind of worn, but hey, it's my shoe. I love it. Another 5 that I need to talk about would definitely have to be my Lab 5s. This shoe right here, I don't know what to say about it. It's just an awesome shoe. I love the zebra printing on it. I love the infrared to it. I saw this shoe and it was one of those shoes that I definitely had to have. It spoke to me, and you know, I definitely had to get this shoe. Alright, another one of my honorable mentions has to be Jordan 7s. I don't know what to say about this shoe. This is one of the best shoes. Again, this is the French blue. It has the Carolina blue in it. Again, like I say, I rep Carolina to the death. Anything that comes out in North Carolina colorway, I have to have it. French blue, I just love the leather on it. It's just a perfect shoe. Another part of my 7 collection would have to be the Hair 7s. This is the 2015 Hair 7s. I was kind of skeptical about getting this shoe. I didn't like the way that it looked, but at the same time, I knew that if I didn't get it, once I saw it on somebody's foot, I was going to be pissed that I didn't get it. So I did go ahead and grab it. I actually grabbed 2 pairs of them, but I ended up selling 1 pair. But I had to keep, you know, I had to hold on to this one. You know, it has the red in it. I love the fact, you know, red is my favorite color, so I definitely had to have it. Another dope shoe. Another one of my 7s would have to be, I'm still going to call this the Marvin the Martian 7s. The name ended up changing later. I don't know what they changed it to. I can't remember. But to me, this is a Marvin the Martian 7. I love it. I love the suede with the leather. I love the colorway, the colors that are in it. Once again, a very dope shoe. Very well crafted. I just like it all the way around. Another one of my 7s would have to be, again, they changed the name of it, but I call this the Barcelona Night / Bobcat 7. Again, you know, North Carolina, I had to pick this one up. I just love the leather with the suede. The colorway is just crazy to me. This is one of my classics, one of the favorite shoes that I like to wear. Another one that I picked up was the 2015 Bordeaux's. I really wasn't a fan of it. I wanted to get the other Bordeaux, the 2011s, I think it was, when they first dropped. I liked the way that it had the light gray in here on the sole, the midsole, but you know, I missed out on those, so I ended up copping the 2015s. Haven't worn them yet. Probably won't wear them till sometime next year, but you know, again, a dope shoe. You know, it does what I needed to do. One of my favorite 7s that I like, this shoe I always get many compliments on when I wear it. I've had people ask me were they customs. No, they're not customs, but it's my N77. When I seen this shoe, I fell in love with it immediately. I couldn't find it. I could not find out who was getting it. Come to find out, I think it was online only. I missed out on it online. I've never had much luck on getting stuff online, so I ended up having to reach out to some people. I found this shoe from a guy in Florida. Paid him what he wanted for it. Ended up getting it in. Like I said, this is just a dope shoe. I just love the bottom on it. Yeah, I wear my shoes, so yes, it's dirty. But hey, I just love this shoe. This colorway is just crazy. It just speaks to me, you know. So this is another one of my 7s that I like. And last 7 would have to be what they are now calling the Marvin the Martian 7s. All leather. I'm very scared to wear it because I know it's going to crease, but again, I like 7s, so I definitely had to pick this 7 up. You know, plus it got red in it, again, one of my favorite colors, so you know, this was kind of a no-brainer for me to go ahead and grab. You know, it's overall dope shoe. I mean, it does what it needs to do for me and for my collection, so I definitely had to pick it up. Alright, some more of my honorable mentions would have to be, this right here is something that I have to show you in the box. It's not something I can actually pull out, but this right here is one of my countdown packs / collision pack. This is just something that when I saw it, I had to have it. Let's see if I can pull it out for you. It's a double pair. I love the fact that it is a double pair. Once you pull it out, you flip it open. I mean, this is crazy. This countdown pack right here is actually my 18.5 countdown pack. It comes with the Jordan 5s. I love this shoe. You know, like I said, 5s is one of my favorites. I like the fact that it has the 23 on the back, 3M tongue. I mean, this is just a dope shoe. Also with it comes, let's see here, also in this pack is the Jordan 18. A lot of people stop at Jordans after 14, but I've been around for a while. I remember when Jordans first came out, you can go to the mall, $125, stand in line, and get whatever you want. Now you got to do online raffles. You got to go to the store, do lotteries. It's not guaranteed that you're going to get it, but this is the Jordan 18. I had this shoe when it first came out. Crazy shoe. I love the way that it has a snap to it, 23 on it, has the Jordan logo. You know, you snap that down, there's the laces to it. All suede, so of course you definitely don't want to get that wet, but You know, this is a classic shoe. Very, very classic shoe. A lot of people don't like it. Like I said, a lot of people stopped after 14. But hey, I love Jordan, so definitely had to get these when I saw them. So that's my 18.5 countdown pack. Again, dope packaging, all around dope shoe. Slide this back in, and another one of my countdown packs has to be my big one, my 15.8 countdown pack. Again, flip the box open. Got Jordan on the front. I just love the packaging of the shoe. Inside, we have the Jordan 15s. A lot of people don't understand this shoe, but this is by far one of the dopest concept shoes that, in my opinion, you know, I love this shoe. I love the way that it looks. I love the design of it. I mean, this is just a crazy shoe to me. It was crazy when it first came out, and like I said, once I got the countdown pack and I seen it again, it was crazy all over again. So definitely got this shoe in here, the Jordan 15. And you also have, on the other side, you have the Jordan 8, which is technically, this colorway is considered the Bugs Bunny 8. This is the shoe that he wore in Space Jam, I think it was. All around dope shoe. Like I said, I haven't worn it yet. Don't know when I want to wear it. Basically, white season for me is over with, so it definitely won't get no wear time until sometime next year. But I definitely had to have this pack also. So this is my 15.8 pack that I love. I was going to try to get rid of it, but I changed my mind, decided to keep it. It's just an all around dope combination, dope set of shoes to have in a pack that comes together. Another one of my honorable mentions, I know y'all probably getting tired of them, but hey, it's my segment, I'm going to do what I want. Another one has to be my Golden Moments pack, number 6 and number 7. Again, crazy pack. These are my Jordan 6s. Yes, they're dirty. I worn them. I didn't have a chance to clean them. But hey, my shoe. I just love the colorway on it, white and gold. I love the fact that it has a USA in the inside. It comes with the USA bag to it. Just an overall dope shoe. Also in the pack with the 6s are the Jordan 7s. And I love this colorway as well. Again, I love 7s, black and gold. Can't go wrong with this. This is by far one of the best quality shoes that I would say I own. Leather and suede. It's just an overall dope shoe to me. I mean, I wear it from time to time, especially when I really don't feel like getting dressed. This is one of those shoes that I can definitely throw on with a pair of sweats and go about my business. Some more honorable mentions has to be my Jordan 4s. I mean, what can you say about 4s? 4s is actually where I started at when I was young, when Jordans first came out. Jordan 4s was the very first shoe that I ever bought. Well, I ever had my mom buy me. She would go, after she drove her school bus, stand in line, be the first person in line, and she would bring my shoes to me at school. So I would have my shoes by the time I got ready to go to second period. people didn't understand how I did it, but you know, when I wanted something, I definitely had to have it. These are my Oreo 4s. I love the colorway. I love the speckles that's in the midsole. All leather. By far, this is, I just love the quality of this shoe. This is one of my favorite Jordans to wear. I don't get to wear it often, but I love this shoe. Another 4 in my collection has to be the all white ones. The Columbia 4s. Again, I say navy blue, Carolina blue. You know, I just love 4s. I love anything that reps North Carolina. By far, all leather, best quality ever. One of the best ones that I really like. Another 4 in my collection would be the teal 4s. When I saw this shoe, the colors it was just crazy for me. I was like, I don't know if I should get it. Probably don't have anything to wear. But then again, 4s is where I started at. So I definitely had to jump on this 4. I just love the colorway to it. It's crazy. I get a lot of compliments when I wear this shoe. I mean, by far, it's one of the best 4s that I like. Another 4 that came out recently that I had to jump on was the Lab 4s. When I saw this shoe, I just had to have it. You know, all patent leather. I knew it was going to crease some, but I don't wear my shoes a lot, so I really wasn't worried about that. Black and white is very sleek to me, very comfortable. You know, I absolutely like this shoe a whole lot. So after I got the black Lab 4s, I definitely had to grab the all red Lab 4s. Again, red's my favorite color. You know, I had to get this shoe. A lot of people thought I was repping Bloods. No, I'm not a gang affiliate to anything. I just love red. Red is one of those standout colors. You know, when you wear it, people notice you. So, like I said, when I saw this shoe, I definitely had to have this shoe. I worn it once. Got a lot of compliments on it. People wanted to say it's the Yeezy Lab 4. I mean, I don't like to associate Yeezy with everything. To me, this is just an all red Lab 4 to me. Definitely a dope shoe to wear. Another part of my 4 collection is the Cement 4s. This shoe, I mean, everybody knows what this shoe is. This is one of the most iconic shoes that you can get in the 4 collection. Yes, it has the Jumpman symbol on the back. I can't wait till next year when it comes out with the Nike Air on it. Definitely gonna cop 2 pairs of those. I mean, this is one of the shoes that, you know, if you find it, you need to jump on it. If you can't, you missed out on it, then I'm sorry for you, but I love the Cement 4s. You know, you just can't talk too much more about it. I love the speckling in it. It's just a dope shoe to have in your collection if you like 4s. One of the next 4s that I have in my collection and my most prized possession would have to be my Oregon Duck 4s. This shoe, I don't know what to say about it. I just love it to death. This is one of the most rare shoes that you can possibly find for your collection. I came across this shoe. I got it at a steal. I definitely had to have it. Crazy thing about this shoe, it has a little tag on it and it has not for sale. I went to SneakerCon New York back in July and I took this shoe and I actually displayed it, and I knew that I didn't want to get rid of it, so I put the not for sale sign on it. One of my boys was there and he was like, yo, put $1,000 on it just to see what people are going to say. So I said, alright, I'll put $1,000 on it just to see what people are going to say. I changed the tag and I put $1,000 on it. Within 5 minutes, I had somebody walk up. They looked at the shoe and they was like, Oregon Duck 4s, how did you get them? It's like, well, you know, I got them. It was like, so what are you asking for them? I said 1,000. He turned around and he looked and he was like, 1,000? I was like, yeah, is that too much? And he was like, nah, I would definitely charge a lot more than 1,000 for this shoe. So that got me thinking. I was like, alright. I was like, nah, they're not for sale. I said, I just put 1,000 up there just to see what people are going to say. So as soon as he walked away, I changed the tag and I put the not for sale tag back up there. Next thing I know, 30 minutes later, somebody else walked up. They looked at it and they asked how much I wanted for it. And I told them, I said, well, it's not for sale, but if you offer me a good price for it, I might let it go. I said, somebody just came and they offered me 1,000 for it. And he was like, 1,000? He said, I'll give you 5,000 for that shoe right now. And I was like, nah, I can't let it go for 5,000. So he walked away. About 30 minutes later, somebody else walked up. First thing they did was picked up the Oregon Duck 4s again. He asked me how much did I want for it. And I was like, well, they're not for sale, but if you offer me something good, I might let them go home with you. I said, somebody just offered me 5,000 for them. He was like, 5? I was like, yeah. He said, hey, I'll give you 6,500 cash for them right now. Reached in his pocket, pulled out $6,500 in cash. I told him, I said, nah, I can't let him go. A lot of people think that I'm crazy because I did not sell them for $6,500, but if you know the rarity of this shoe, it is going to be worth a lot more as the years go by. That was the main reason why I did not let this shoe go for $6,500. Honestly and truly, this is one of the shoes that I plan on holding on to for a while. Again, like I said, Oregon Duck 4s, one of the best shoes in my collection by far as my 4s. My last honorable mention, this is one that couldn't go without showing. I'm very, very proud of these. Not many of them. There's a couple more that I need to pick up, but I do have these and I have to show them. My Jordan 11s. This is by far one of the best shoes that I like. This is the Pantones. These came out in a Christmas pack. I'm not a basketball player. I don't play basketball. I don't even dribble a ball. So I didn't want to get the whole pack because I knew that the other shoe that came with it, I was not going to wear. So I ended up having to find somebody that was willing to split the pack up for me. I did, and I picked up the Pantones. I picked this shoe up first because at the same time, the Columbia 11s were dropping and everybody wanted those. It was always, oh, I gotta get those, I gotta get those. So I picked up the Pantones first. Like I said, Carolina Blue. My sister graduated from Carolina, so I've always been a Carolina fan. So this was definitely a no-brainer for me. I definitely jumped on this shoe when I had the chance to get them. And now every time I wear this shoe, I'm always getting compliments. I'm always getting people trying to buy the shoe off my foot. I will not get rid of it. It's an overall dope shoe to me. I did later go back and pick up the Columbias. Just because I could get them at a good price. I did have this shoe when it first came out. So, you know, I definitely had to make sure that I pick it up again. I will not wear this shoe until sometime next year. I'm going to go ahead and let everybody that got the shoe go ahead and wear those, get them dirty, get the soles messed up on them, and then next spring I'll wear mine when they're fresh and everybody will definitely like them.
Big shout out to the homie Bradley, man, bringing all this heat. Like I said, I wasn't gonna talk. I'm gonna let the shoes speak for themselves. Listen, we had Pantone 11s, N7s. We had a rundown of 7s, of 5s. We had a rundown of 4s. Shout out to the lab for. We had the mother. I don't want to curse because his daughter might be watching this. We had the Oregon Duck 4s, bro. $6,500 turned down. Like, bro, I'll probably sell all my toes for $6,500. Like, it's crazy, man. Big shout out to Bradley. Definitely a dope intro. This ain't even the episode yet. This is the introduction. So you can just imagine what's coming up for part 2, man. Definitely a dope part 1 with the honorable mentions. But that's it for this, man. We're going to go ahead and close this one out and welcome y'all to part 2. I'll see y'all when it's time to come back.